In past years, coaches would save their 5 timeouts allowed for the final moments of the game. Sometimes the last 2 minutes of a game would last a half an hour. So they changed the rule, TV timeouts, and you get only 3 timeouts on the bench as a coach. Coaches don't like it. Here's Len Berman.
Timeout. It's part of the game. But let's talk about TV timeouts. After all, maybe they're part of a coach's strategy. Witness a recent Alabama-Kentucky game.
Alabama needing a timeout, waiting for the TV timeout. And Horton gets the roll.
Wimp Sanderson's got to think about waiting for that TV timeout. The Cats are running.
Why are people talking about TV timeouts so much? Because of a rule change. On televised games this year, each team can only take 3 timeouts. It was 5 last year, and coaches don't like it.
I, for one, probably don't like the timeouts reduced from 5 to 3 per game as called by the coach. I think I'm used to 5 for 23 years. We've had 5, and now we have to adjust.
I think it's tough because you're really afraid to call a timeout in the first half. I think we should maybe go to the high school rule where you have 2 timeouts in the first half and 2 timeouts in the second half, and if you don't use them in the first half, you can't carry them over, or at least give us a 20-second timeout like the pros do, or something a little bit different, because right now I'm sort of afraid to call timeout in the first half because I want to save them to the end.
So with only 3 timeouts per team, some coaches now more than ever look to television timeouts. After all, should you waste one of your 3 if television is about to take one? When do television timeouts happen? There are 4 per half, with approximately 16 minutes left in each half. Then 12 minutes left. Then 8. And then 4. But at all times, only if the ball is dead.
So now that the clock has hit the magic number and there's a dead ball, how does the timeout happen? Well, at every game, sitting at courtside, there's a gentleman with a headset called the timeout coordinator. He makes the timeout occur. How do you do it?
I'll hit the horn twice. The ref will look at me, signal timeout. I'll shake my head yes, and we'll go to the commercial message.
Will the referee ever wave you up and say no TV timeout?
When they're at the line, they have to shoot the shot first, and then they'll let me take the timeout.
If they make the shot.
If they make the shot.
All right.
So the key question, do coaches keep track of the clock? If a television timeout is coming, do they wait for it?
It depends on the score. If you're ready to go down 7, I think you got to take one no matter when the TV timeout is. I think that's very important in a big game, that you don't lose control of the game waiting for a timeout.
I've caught myself several times this year looking up, waiting for a TV timeout, not calling one when we should have, and I think it's hurt us at times. So personally, I think we have to do something about it. Either give us more timeouts, do something. Any kind of combination's fine, but the present setup is a little bit hindering.
Of course, if you're watching at home, you may keep track of when a TV timeout is coming for different reasons. But we hope you'll sit and watch the commercials anyway. After all, if it weren't for the TV timeouts, there wouldn't be TV games, or TV halftime reports for that matter either. Happy watching, everybody. I'm Len Berman.
So, on one hand, you don't want a game to last forever with 10 timeouts taken in the last 3 minutes, but obviously the coaches aren't happy. What do you think?
Well, I think what should happen is the commercial timeout at the end of the game should be called with 2 minutes to go.
Just like in football.
Yeah, then each coach can use that as one of their own timeouts. Or otherwise, if you want to do it, have 5 timeouts, one called the first 10 minutes, the second 10 minutes, the third 10 minutes, then your last 2 timeouts are the last 10 minutes of the game. Or if you don't like that, I think maybe you should have timeout called in the washroom. And then from there, you want 17 timeouts, you can have 17 timeouts. But what?
No, timeout.
No. I got
Timeout. We're going to take this timeout and go to New York.